Dude, so I just saw Dr. Sleep last night at like the early screening, and I'm like, oh, I should review it, obviously, but I'm like, wait a minute, why don't I just review the original classic first? So yeah. So guys, in this video, I'm not only gonna review The Shining, but at the end of this, because it's kind of Halloween that I'm filming this, I wanna go over a little ghost story or something like an experience I had with my daughter when we went to the Stanley Hotel. Super cool. I'll do that at the end of this. As for the review, this is gonna have spoilers. It's a 40-year-old movie, dude. If you haven't seen The Shining yet, don't watch this. Go rent the movie, stream it, whatever. It's freaking great. And The Shining is based on one of Stephen King's greatest books. I think it was his first major hit. And it was based on 1 or 2 stays that he had when he went to the Stanley Hotel. It's a famous haunted hotel in Estes Park, Colorado, which is beautiful, by the way. They were closing for the season. Stephen King and his wife were the only 2 guests in the hotel in their visit. And in the movie, they don't call it the Stanley, it's called the Overlook Hotel. And it was really filmed mostly on sound stages that were built out. And it was based on a hotel in Yosemite Park called the Awahi. I'm gonna mess that up, dude. Yeah. Full disclosure, I barely remember reading what I read out of the Stephen King novel. I'm more of a Stanley Kubrick Shining guy because that's just my experience of it. It's also my favorite Stanley Kubrick film. Stephen King hated the movie because it went away from the book, so I'm interested to know how much or what, but maybe not right now. And right when the movie starts, I gotta tell you, bro, the freaking score, that music just gets going and you're just like, whoa. And the music in this is freaking disturbing through the whole movie. And those opening scenes when they're driving through the mountain, dude, that thing looked like IMAX. IMAX wasn't even a thing back then. Stanley Kubrick was doing IMAX before IMAX, and that shit was amazing. Jack Nicholson plays Jack Torrance, and he's going to like his interview to be able to watch the hotel for a few months when it's off season. And I love the end of the interview when the guy's like, oh, by the way, the last guy that did this like 10 years ago, he just chopped up his family and blew his own brains out. And yeah, let's show you around. Then we meet Wendy, Danny, and Danny's imaginary friend. I think his name's Tony. That guy. I'm not judging on imaginary friends. I had one when I was 5 years old. She looked just like Daphne from Scooby-Doo. She was freaking hot, dude. And look, Danny's home life, it probably sucks, man. Because let's face it, Dad is not a nice guy in this. If Jack had like a Father of the Year trophy case, I'm pretty sure it'd be empty, except for maybe a bottle of Jack in it. We get the family tour. We meet Scatman Crothers, who was really cool in this. He plays like the magical black chef guy, and he's got powers like Danny does, what they call the Shining. And he has a good conversation with him where he's like, yeah, people that are sensitive to certain things, they get the vibes and they feel more stuff. And that's true. I can't wait to tell you my little experience after this. Oh, and at the end of the tour, I love like at the very end of the tour when they're like wrapping it up, they're packing the cars. Like, oh, by the way, one more thing. This was built on an Indian burial ground. See you in May. Freaking dude, that was freaking like, really? I mean, I can see why you don't want to lead with that, but yeah, that's kind of messed up, dude. A month goes by, Jack feels at home. Not only does he feel at home, he's like, dude, I feel like I've been here my whole life. And I love how, even though it's a big place, they use the spaces for just all the turns, whether it's in the maze or Danny going in his big wheel. It's just creepy. It's large, but claustrophobic at the same time. And even the sound of it, when he's in his big wheel and he goes from carpet to hardwood floor, and it goes from like loud to quiet. It's just freaking unsettling, man. But Jack loves it. 2 days after that, Jack starts getting that I want to chop my family up look in his eyes. And listen, man, Shelley Duvall is Wendy. Oh, it's like, I'm like, bro, stop. Like, listen, I am not about chopping up your wife. I don't believe in that stuff. But there is like a minute there where I'm like, still, you shouldn't do it. Now, possession movies normally involve like this big internal battle or external demons like, roar, I want to possess you. And the other person's like, no, I love my family, whatever. This was like, dude, there was no arm twisting here. It's like the house was like, hey, psst, psst, the axe is over there, go. And Jack's like, okay. And we start seeing the twins. I freaking love the twins, man. Creepy as, yeah. There's a painting, I don't know if it's still there at the Stanley, where the last 3 times I was there, I saw it, where it's a painting of a little girl. It might have been the daughter or the niece or something of F.O. Stanley. Her eyes, it moves around in the room when you move with it. It's just creepy. The twins look very similar to that daughter, so I don't know if there was an inspiration there. I don't know. Back to Jack, you just want to freaking avoid this guy, bro. Like, it's a big hotel. There's no reason you should be crossing paths at this point. Him and his son have like this real heart-to-heart talk. It's something along the lines of, Dad, are you gonna kill us? Yeah, good talk. Jack hasn't had a drink in 5 months. Guess what, bro? Bar's open. He knows Lloyd. He's like, hey, Lloyd, like he just saw him yesterday. It's like, bro, how do you know this ghost's name? And yeah, this house is really starting to come alive, bro. Like, you're feeling it. Even Magical Black Chef guy, he's in Miami and he feels that. Jack goes and checks out room 237. By the way, real life, it's 217. I think the hotel had Stanley Kubrick change it. So Jack goes in the room and I see this room and I'm just like, WTF? This looks like a freaking penthouse compared to where they put you guys. You're taking care of their hotel for months and that's where they put you? Look at this stuff. But then you meet like naked, crazy, old rotten lady. And yeah, you freaking keep the room. No, don't worry about it, we're good. Back to the bar, Jack meets Grady, and he's like, bro, you're the guy that chopped up your family in 1970. And Grady's like, yeah, but you've been the caretaker. You've always been here. And I like when Grady just breaks character, and you could tell it's not Grady talking to him, it's the house talking, or the hotel. If I say house, you know what I mean. And he gives him a really good, like a big, like pep talk. Something along the lines of, bro, this has been your home forever. Now go chop your family up. It was something like that. And then Olive Oil ends up reading what her husband's been typing the whole time, and it's like, all work and no play makes Jack a dull boy, over and over and over again. Dude, that was freaky. There's actually a typewriter like that in the Stanley. So he comes up behind her and he asks, so how do you like it? And she starts freaking out, dude, she's scared. I don't understand that reaction. I would have just played along. I would have been like, bro, this is some good shit. Like, this is a page turner. Like, can you sign my first copy? Like, yeah, whatever doesn't get me killed. But this does lead to that slow climb where she's just got like the freaking bad and she's freaking out and he's like psychologically messing with her. It's iconic, it's tension building, and most importantly, it's when Shelley Duvall decided to start being interesting and acting good in this movie. Speaking of iconic, here come all the iconic scenes that we know and love, replicated, done over, and from horror to comedy, everybody's done scenes like this already because of this movie. Red ram, that thing, like here's Johnny with the freaking axe through the door. Black guy doesn't make it through a freaking horror movie. And don't forget the bear having sex with a man. Hello, the Revenant. Leo won the Oscar because of that. Thank you, Mr. Bear. And that ending with the maze and the snow, dude, that was freaking creepy. And that one shot, I'm not gonna say chilling, it's a freaking pun. It was a really neat shot, but it was freaking chilling. Sorry. And the picture at the end that they zoom in, people talk a lot about that. And you know what? They should. It's the one of the Overlook Hotel from the July 4th ball from 1921, and Jack's like right there. It's a very ambiguous film. That's what makes it a lot of fun. And there are a lot of theories. The reincarnation theory is really one of my least favorite theories, but after just watching it, I have to tell you, it's probably the right one. Fun fact, that actually was a 1921 image. They just kind of put Jack Nicholson's face in there, but the rest of that picture is actually from 1921. Guys, in the end, The Shining is like an absolute freaking gem, man. It's a masterpiece of like just tension and mood. Sure, Jack Nicholson's performance is iconic in this, yes. But to me, the real star is the hotel and the music. I mean, just like atmosphere, man. Crazy. It's in my top 5 of favorite horror movies all time, and it's definitely some 5-star magical shit. So as for my story, my daughter had never been on a plane. She was going through her Frozen stage. She wanted to see snow and she wanted to build a snowman. So I'm like, bro, freaking Colorado. I've been there a few times. Freaking love that place. So I want to go to Estes Park. It's all the way up in the mountains, very secluded, just like they portray in the movie and I'm sure the book. And we get there. She's cool. Our family, we feel vibes sometimes, like a lot of people do. I never told my daughter this place was haunted. I told her nothing like that. I said, oh, it's a really cool hotel to look at. That's it. We go there. We start going around. I sneak upstairs like I'm not supposed to because I want to take a few pictures of, the hallway with 217. And then when we come back down, my daughter starts feeling like crap, dude. She's feeling sick. I'm thinking it's altitude sickness. We go to the bar, the whiskey bar restaurant thing. I order her a chicken soup and some water. The waitress comes with it, says, give me 1 second, comes right back with a to-go container, says, you guys need to leave. I'm like, what? She wasn't saying it in a bad way. She's like, you gotta go. She goes, your daughter is a little sensitive to things, isn't she? I said, yeah, actually she is. And she said, yeah, you guys gotta go. Kids that are like that do not do well here. I'm like, all right. I'm thinking it's just altitude sickness. I bring her downstairs. She feels like crap, dude. We get in the car. As soon as we pull out of the parking lot, perfectly fine. Like nothing ever happened. I call my friend Amber, who I'm going to visit in Colorado. She's like, no, you can't take your kid there. She's like, no, that kids don't do good. So yeah, it was a little bit creepy. It was kind of cool. Guys, I hope you enjoyed my review. Please like, subscribe to all the stuff that I have, and happy Halloween. And hopefully I can get it out today. Probably not. You'll probably see this November 1st. And yeah, whatever. Thanks for watching.